Welcome to this Halloween edition of Cronkite Cut, where our entertainment news is a cut above the rest. I'm Bryce Newberry.
And I'm Nicola Brennan. This week, we're talking about the loss of Vine.
And the return of That's So Raven.
Oh, snap.
But right now, we're going to Halla Nelson with music.
I don't know if you're as petty as I am, but when I find out someone subtweeted about me, I tweet back. And that's exactly what Drake did. In a response to a series of tweets from Kid Cudi, Drake dropped a new track, Two Birds, One Stone, but fans aren't taking this lightly. Soon after the Twitter rant, Kid Cudi announced that he was checking himself into rehab for depression. And in the single, Drake calls him out saying, "You were the man on the moon, now you just go through your phases." Yikes. Fans are saying Drake was wrong to poke fun at mental illness and ask for an apology. Cudi's manager was quick to respond, taking to Twitter to call the rapper corny. Do you think Drake overstepped his bounds? Let us know. Now, legendary girl group TLC really isn't too proud to beg. Last year, they launched a Kickstarter to release their first album in 14 years, and the response from fans was wild. The group raised over $430,000 with an original goal of only $150,000. This will be the first record the group has released since rapper Left Eye passed in 2002. The remaining members, T-Boz and Chili, released 2 singles titled Joyride and Haters. I'm so pumped for the album, I've been listening to No Scrubs on repeat. I'm Halla Nelson, back to you.
Thanks, Halla. Now, most of us grew up with the hit Disney Channel show That's So Raven, starring Raven-Symoné. She currently co-hosts The View on ABC, but last week she announced she'll be leaving the show in December. Don't you worry, though, because you can still catch her on TV. Because get this, Raven is on her way back to Disney Channel to executive produce a spin-off of That's So Raven. Should we call it a That's So reboot? She will reprise her role as the lovable psychic who is now the mom of 2 preteens, one of whom inherited her ability to see glimpses of the future. Nicola, I don't know about you, but That's So Raven was one of my Disney Channel favorites.
Me too. I loved it. I wanted to see the future so badly when I was a kid.
And Raven, she's only 30 years old. She's been on that show. She executive produced That's So Raven. Now she's back to Disney Channel. I think this is only the start of one long entertainment career for her. There's a lot more to come from Raven.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Now, this is our Halloween episode. It's Halloween and the undead are upon us. The annual zombie walk filled the streets of downtown Phoenix, and Jolani Martinez got the inside scoop. Check it out.
The zombie walk isn't dead after all. We've got vendors, music, and so much more right here on Jackson Street. Oh, and I can't forget, zombies just like this.
Welcome back, everyone. That's right, Nigger's here. We brought back the walk this year.
Although the zombie walk was called off in May, the Arizona Hemophilia Association was able to bring the zombie apocalypse back on the streets.
We had heard about the zombie walk, and some of our staff had actually gone to the zombie walks in the past. And when we heard it got canceled, we reached out because we are located in downtown Phoenix, and we serve those with bleeding disorders. So we thought there might be a kind of a connection or correlation between blood and zombies, and so we thought it might be a perfect fit.
It's the 8th annual zombie walk, and zombies of all ages join the fun.
We just like coming out, dressing up, and just, you know, watching everybody dressed up as zombies.
Hanging out with friends, everything.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, Jolani Martinez, Cronkite Cut.
Thanks, Jolani.
I saw the zombie walk last year, and those costumes get really scary.
I agree. I saw them freaking me out, but now let's go over to Frankie to talk about Vine.
Cameron Dallas, Brittany Ferlin, and Shawn Mendes, they all became famous from Vine. But if you were looking to catch a break through the app, you better make this quick. Vine, it won't be around that much longer. The video platform is owned by, you've heard this one, Twitter, who is currently in the process of laying off about 350 employees. That's a lot, and they've recently decided to discontinue that Vine app. Well, the good news is there's always a good side of things. There will still be an online platform to view those existing Vines. The 6-second viral videos, they've had a strong presence on social media, if you ask me. So you better hashtag do it for the Vine while you can. Now, on my first episode of Cronkite Cut, I was able to talk about the release of the all-new iPhone 7. And now, today, I'm going to talk about the release of the new MacBook Pro. Maybe a surprise to many. I don't know if you heard about this, but Apple, they announced a new MacBook Pro last Wednesday at their event in San Francisco. The best features of the new 13 and 15-inch MacBook Pros are a touchscreen bar at the top, which is a thin horizontal touchscreen running along the top of the keyboard, and the Touch ID function It's now being integrated with your laptop up at the power button, and it's compatible with also, you guessed it, Apple Pay. The most controversial issue about this is that Apple didn't include a USB port in that one. So first we had no headphone jack, now no USB port. Who knows what people are gonna do? That's This Week in Tech. Today we can call me Walter Cronkite, but I'm Frankie McLister, Nicola, I'm Bryce. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Frankie. So everyone's favorite couple right now, Ciara and Russell Wilson, abstained from sex before marriage, but are now very excited to be having their first child. Both Ciara and Russell took to Instagram to announce the news, but many on Twitter are freaking out about it. They're bashing Ciara for getting pregnant so quickly after marriage. Ciara has not let that faze her, though. This past week, she shared a hip-hop dance video with her 14 million followers, featuring an 11-year-old superfan, Janae Marie. Bryce, Ciara and Russell are killing it. They just got married, now they're having a baby, and she slayed that Instagram video.
We watched the video before the show. Holy cow, it was awesome.
yeah.
And that 11-year-old has some serious dance moves. But think about that baby that they're going to have and however many months it takes.
Oh my.
Holy cow. Look at all of the opportunities that baby is getting born right into.
That is so true. Angel child. It's going to be such a beautiful baby. And now we're going to Brandon and Will for what they will be watching Halloween night.
What's up, Demon Hunter? John Constantine here.
Captain Chelsea Sullenberger, savior of an entire airplane.
And we're here to talk. I can't even do this right now.
Will,
let's just do our normal voices. We're here to talk about our favorite Halloween movies for this upcoming season. Will, let's start with you. Talk about a little bit about The Thing.
I want to talk about The Thing, man. I just really like The Thing. In fact, when I'm watching this Halloween evening, the first thing I want to show is The Thing, because it's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. The 1982 version, not the modern version. Watch it. It has Kurt Russell. It has Wilford Brimley. It's directed by John Carpenter. Just do it.
And some of the creepiest effects you've ever seen in a horror movie.
Oh my God, it's so
For me, I'm here to talk about Paranorman. Now, Paranorman is from Studio Leica, who gave us just this year Kubo and the Two Strings. They've also given us Coraline, The Box Trolls. And it's a story about, let me know if this is familiar, a boy who can see spirits. Sixth Sense, right? No, it's completely different. It is wonderful. The animation is great. The voice cast, Cody Smith-McPhee does a wonderful job as Norman himself. And it's just a wonderful movie that has a lot more heart to it than I was expecting. See it if you haven't, because I know a lot of people haven't.
The second one I'm going to talk about, everyone's heard about, but honestly, it's Halloween. Make time for it.
This is Halloween.
We can't talk about that one. We're going to talk about The Shining. We're going to talk about The Shining, Stanley Kubrick. It features Jack Nicholson in one of his most iconic roles. Watch it directly after The Thing, because then you will be all suspensed out, and you'll definitely not be able to sleep for the next week.
Yeah, no one's going to sleep after those movies. As for me, I'm here to talk about Underfist. Now, let me tell you this. You've watched The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, have
Obviously,
you not?
yeah.
And I'm guessing you've never heard of Underfist. Well, let me tell you out there about Underfist. Underfist is the spin-off that never was. So you have characters from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Irwin, Jeff the Spider, Hoss Delgado, and it's basically this sort of action thing where you have to fight against the underworld. It's a long story. The whole thing is up on YouTube. I'm telling you, if you're not a fan of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, you might not love it. But if you are, it is so much fun. The jokes in there are spot on. The cameos from Grimm himself are great.
But who isn't a fan of
Well,
The Grim
some
Adventures?
people are, and some people didn't watch it, but I'm telling you, if you are a fan, you will love it. It's so much fun. And the songs are actually quite good in it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, The Shining, Paranorman, Underfist,
and The Thing.
The Thing, thank you. Those are just a few of the movies that we're watching for Halloween. What about you guys? There's plenty out there. We all have our favorites. Let us know down in the comments below your favorite Halloween specials or movies. So, from myself, John Constantine.
And from me, Captain Chelsea Sullenberger.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Brandon and Will. And that does it for this week's episode of Cronkite Cut. But we're always online and on social media, so check us out at Cronkite_cut.
And for our latest episodes and bloopers, check out our website, cronkitecut.com, or our YouTube channel. We'll be back next week. I'm Nicola Brennan.
And I'm Bryce Newberry. Cronkite Cut is your source for entertainment news, a cut above the rest.
Happy Halloween from all of us here at Cronkite Cut.